let the drama begin.
It's getting pretty spicy as we speak. What is going on? What is going on?
Good.
Yeah, good afternoon and hello to the Bay. You know, we've been putting the Saga, you know what's going on? You know who's back? Jason Verrett.
Who is Jason Verrett? I'm so glad that they welcomed him and he's and even like hopefully, I pray he stays healthy because when he's healthy, that nigga can
he can ball. It's just the durability's been the issue with this guy.
Yeah.
I like our depth pieces so far. Like before I was even going to do the show, I just saw Demo's sister into the live stream. And Demo, let's be honest, Demo's playing good football, right? Isn't he playing at a very good level so far? He even locked down DK.
He did. Like DK Metcalf, though, he been popping like for a month straight at the 49ers. And it seems like every time we face him and he get dog walk, he always low blow. It's but
this time it was on Demo who actually hold him on not Ward, but actually Thomas gave him that free touchdown, which Thomas was playing good until that point. But I think after that we clean up all the messes right there.
It was a wrap. Like it was a whole wrap.
I like what Demo's been doing. Like Demo's actually kind of stepped up in the slot too, but I liked him at the outside corner better. But I think he's kind of held his own at those spots.
I think he did too. The one thing I did enjoy about the game is how in sync like the Niners were. Like it seems like certain teams we play, you can see how relaxed they are. Like it's not tense. It's like, oh, it's still football, but still it's just Brock Purdy is just so relaxed. Like he has that, as we say in the WWE, that John Cena syndrome. Like it seems like nothing bothers him. And like that's it.
You can't see him or something like that. It's like this man is just coming out of nowhere. The last pick in the draft. This is like something that the most medias like to write off. Is something like that. But they're like saying, how the hell did they miss on this kid? That's crazy. He was one pick away from being undrafted.
I guess El Chapo seen something.
El Chapo, happy Friday.
That's what I call John. That's what I call John Lynch. He's the El Chapo of GMs. Like,
El Chapo actually gave us Chase Young and Mr. I can't stay out of marijuana, Randy Gregory.
Is he? You know what?
He's been one of those guys that's been on drug tests sometimes, but I think he gets a little pass because California allows that. But I just like throwing that reference.
Look at Kittle. Kittle every time. Like look at the last game we played. Kittle got hurt, sat down, hit the blunt 6 times, came back, and it was like it was gone from running. It was gone.
Came back like it was nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I just like using that reference because that's how Randy Gregory's been known for. But he's good when he's on his right mind. But yeah, I like our depth pieces so far. Like the guys on our defensive line have been holding up pretty well. Like even without Armstead and Hargrave out there, we still were able to get to the Seahawks and get pressure. So yeah, Drew Lock may have had a decent game, but we still won, bottom line. Not every game's going to be pretty.
That crap, man. Niners, for some reason, it's just like I'm still one of those humble fans. Like, it could be any given Sunday, so I always take it one game at a time. But I was talking to a Cardinals fan, and he was like, y'all good, but we going to run y'all this fade this time. And I was like,
No, a lot of like there's even this Cardinal fan I had on my show before, and he doesn't really feel that the Niners. He feels that the Niners are going to destroy. He even had a scoreboard where I'm like saying, "Are you sure this is going to happen, dude? Are you just saying it just to? Are you just doing it for clicks, or you're actually being realistic about it?" And he's saying, "Dude, I don't think we have a chance." He says, He says we're fighting, but I think you guys are just too good. He even said the score would be 45 to something. Like I think he said
Wow.
45 to 10 or something like that. And I said, "Are you sure about that?" I don't think we're gonna do that. They don't have to be pretty, but they have to be pretty 30. Oh yeah, we got them pretty 30.
Hey, Randy.
Randy, Randy's the elite Daytona.
Randy is so petty. I promise he is. He's the pettiest man I know.
Instead of elite Daytona, he should have put Randy Daytona 500. That would have been catchy. Think about it, like the driving theme part or something.
Yeah.
That would have been a funny, catchy name instead of. I guess he likes the name Elite because he's elite in his own mind. He's the Randy Elite, and he's a Daytona Elite.
I see. Our coach celebrated a birthday.
Yeah, Kyle had a birthday yesterday, actually. So but hopefully it's something special for him this year. What's up, Seahawks Eddie?
Oh, what's up, Seahawk? Hey, Pete chewed a lot less gum. He did. I noticed it.
Yeah, he ain't gonna. I think he has his gums off of this one because he wants to beat the Eagles so bad. He wants to make the playoffs. Why would the Cardinals want to win? That's what I'm saying, bro. Cardinals have nothing to lose. The part of the Cardinals is they just want to spoil. That's all. They don't care about.
Speaking of win, watch the Raiders game, CG.
Watching the Raiders win that game was like they won their damn Super Bowl. Like
it was.
Where was that team at? Oh wait, they had Josh McDaniels. My bad. That's how dumb the organization is. Maybe if they would have had an actual coach with somebody like Antonio Pierce, then maybe the Raiders would have been a legitimate playoff team. I don't even think they're going to even make the playoffs either way. They're a little too late, but it's kind of like promising for them to have somebody. But knowing how Mark Davis does business, he's just probably going to go hire another dumb coach.
That game was the funniest crap I think I've ever seen in my life. Like,
yeah, they're gonna say, "Hey, did you guys score 60?" I'm like, "No." Did you guys blow the Cowboys? And then they shut up about it. If you bring up about blowing up the Cowboys, they can't say nothing. If you bring up blowing the Eagles, they can't say nothing. Like I've talked to a lot of them, they keep saying that blowing out the Cowboys was probably the most impressive win they liked the most. Like even for a couple of the Raider fans I know personally, they said, "I think you guys blowing the Cowboys was the most impressive one of them all." He says, "You guys beat the crap out of them and let them know they're frauds." He says, "Philadelphia, that's a statement win."
We were talking about the Chargers, and I was saying, Staley, man, he's going to go on OnlyFans.
Yeah, but you know how the business is. They don't want to make it look like they're tanking, bro. Come on. Cardinals are trying to fight for respect. I know draft spot's important. Hargers, what is it? Hargers fired the
GM, coach and the GM.
Oh, are you talking about Davis, right? The one that fired the GM and the coach?
He calls them the Hargers. That's hella funny.
Oh, Chargers. Well,
the Hargers.
Did the Chargers fire them? Let me look it up.
They both, the GM and the coach, lost their job.
Let me see this. I'm going to check this out right now. So the Chargers actually fired them? Oh,
yeah, wow. About time.
Wait. So they fired. Oh,
the GM and the coach.
They fired. Oh, wow. Now Chargers got themselves a W. That's probably the biggest W of the season. I think the fact that they lost to the Raiders that bad, it was pretty much – I don't think it was an L for them. I think it was a W for them because, one, they wanted Staley. I think – let me be honest. I think the players on the Chargers quit on Staley.
I think they did too.
They did. Didn't you see the one where – because this is how I could tell why they gave up so many points. Did the Chargers have any heart on the football field? No, they couldn't stand playing for Staley.
Bro, it was like 30-something by like the second half. Like that's first time I remember was, of course, the Patriots. Then now it was the Raiders, and then the last two were both the Packers.
Yeah, but if you look at how some players give up on coaches, you saw with Josh McDaniels how some of the Raiders players gave up on him. You saw that
because you get tired of that crap, man. Like,
yeah, even on that Thursday night football game when we were playing against the Raiders, you saw them give up on John Gruden.
I know. Did my po Chucky.
Yeah, but they gave up on that guy. See, that's how you know they don't even buy into the team. You're not going to see that with Kyle Shanahan because they're at least trying to fight with them. So much as
I
everybody despises
You
Kyle,
know what?
they're still playing for him.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part's gonna be is like what job is Brandon Staley gonna be at? I think he's a decent DC, but not quite a good head coach. I think he'd be fine as a DC. Man, I really want to get Joey Bosa actually. I really want Joey Bosa. I'm hoping the Chargers do a fire sale and we get Joey Bosa. We get the Bosa brothers. That'd be cool. Can you imagine that? If the Niners were going in next year, make a move for Bosa. Who cares about the first round picks? Let's build defense. Get the Bosa brothers together, right? Get the reunion ready. Would you be good with that? Having Joey and Nick at the same time? Like, what do you like? What do you think of that idea? Just having Joey and Nick on the same team, just two brothers chasing on the quarterback. That'd be a dream come true, right? Are you there? Yeah, the Seahawks had the Eagles number for 15 years. Yeah, that's going to be the toughest challenge. Can Seattle continue that streak? Because they're on a losing streak and the Eagles are hungry. If they do a team-friendly deal. Can you imagine if we do get Bosa, like his brother? Good Lord, bro. We'd be too damn – dude, it would be unfair. Might as well just hand us the damn trophy. Because if we can get two healthy Bosa brothers, that's a wrap. But I think we're going to get Chase Young on a cheaper deal. I think Chase Young's value is not that high. I thought he was going to have a higher contract, but his performance is not that – it's not considerable like top dollars right now. I think if Chase Young wants to have a good career, he might want to stay in San Francisco and take something reasonable and not take something big because he's not really putting up the market value that he's hoping for. Yeah, a deal like Otani. Oof. Yeah, Chargers team. I really thought we were going for Joey Bosa before Chase, but I think getting Chase, I don't know if Chase is the long-term answer. I think Chase would be a nice rental, but I think for the moment, we're just going all in this year. But it would be a huge bonus. Oh. Yeah. What's up? Oh, what's up? I guess she's having some reception issues. But hey, you guys can leave me some questions before she comes back. What's up? Yeah. Whoa, language. Come on, Tommy. But Tommy does it as a joke, bro. Tommy's a jokester. Tommy's a jokester, man. Tommy is the king of jackass. You know, like the movie Jackass. He's the jackass of the league, bro. He's cool. You know, Tommy's that jackass we can be cool with. And see, I can curse because I don't get paid. See, what YouTube can't do to me is censor because I don't get paid for this shit. So I can curse. I can say whatever I want because I don't get paid for this shit. I don't get paid. That's what I'm saying. This is what I like about it. I can say whatever I want because I'm not monetized. Why do I care? I'm only here just barely. Oh, by the way, if you wonder why I'm not around often, I'm going to show you why. Because I have a legit hangout. You weren't either. Look at that. Look at that. Look how much followers I got. Almost 10,000 followers. Yeah, I care about that over here. Yeah, because at least I get more people over there. Almost 100 more people. Yeah. YouTube is like Disney Channel too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's here. She's here. What are we talking about? Niners topic. What's going on?
Oh, sorry. Quick question.
Uh,
Armstead and Hargrave are out, right?
Armstead's out for the next few games. I think Hargrave is questionable. There is a 50 chance he could play.
I think we should like let them rest until we get to the
Yeah.
Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens is next week. I think we're getting an idea because Kinlaw's actually been playing pretty decent. Kalia Davis has been solid on the rotation. Kevin Givens is good. Oh, we can get T.Y. McGill off our practice squad. So he's got experience. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about our D-line depth like that. I think we're good. I think it's only concerning because of our secondary, but our secondary's kind of showed out a little bit. Yeah, he should be back by next week or two. But even then, bro, I'd rather have Armstead healthy when it matters.
Yeah, for Baltimore.
Oh yeah, they
would,
might even package Gregory into this type of move. You know how we do the 5-man rush sometimes. We might get Gregory involved and all that stuff, so that might work for us. And I like our depth this year, especially.
Do you see Kyle? You know, I noticed Kyle is starting to utilize Kittle a lot more. Do you think he can consistently do this?
Well,
or you think it was just a try something out?
Nah, Kittle's been doing a lot more than expected. Like, even some people are saying he's not doing much this year. He's actually producing a little better than his previous years. So I think the fact that we're keeping Kittle fresh and having him block a little bit more, but still catching the ball, he's catching certain targets, but still producing with the most out of it. So I think Kittle's going to have a 1,000-yard season again, like from previous years. And then Debo's going to get his 1K yards, and I think Brock Purdy's going to be the first. I think Brock Purdy will set the standard that hasn't been done since 2004, since Peyton Manning did it. Can you imagine that 2004 that Brock Purdy can make history for something that hasn't been done that many years? He can be in the same. He can be in the same company as Peyton Manning. Like 4,000 yards passing, 3 wide receivers with 1,000 yards, and a running back with 1,000 yards.
I don't know. I'm just like,
can you believe
I was talking to a Niner. I think he can. It's not him I'm worried about. I'm never worried about my team. It's my coach. Kyle Shanahan is my only problem with the 49ers because he has proven since he debuted the big moments he tends to choke. And he's like starting to backslide, but then he'll catch himself.
Yeah,
but what I like about Purdy is he just don't care about. He's like Trey. They didn't give a shit about what the media had to say. He's just humble and just. I like that Purdy.
One thing about Brock Purdy that I've noticed about, he kind of does change up the play when Kyle calls a play. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
And that's probably what's going to build Kyle Shanahan. I think this is the year we finally do something that hasn't been done for Kyle. I think we found a quarterback who can bail him out. Pollard not great this year. Oh my God, damn Tommy! Come on, leave Trey alone, man. Come on, it's not his fault that they gave.
You know what? To you Niners
fans, I wouldn't say he's a bust. It's just we didn't give him a fair chance.
To you Niner fans, I want y'all to understand this, and I'm gonna say this on CG show. Please get over the Jimmy Garoppolo breakup. I am so sick of y'all always bringing up Jimmy G when it comes to Brock Purdy. He is in Vegas. I get it. I get we got PTSD from him, but yo, go to therapy, bro.
Okay.
Trey Lance and them are not on the team. Like
you're right about that, but everybody in the comment section keeps calling Brock Jimmy 2.0, and I keep.
It kind of is, but the difference is his Brock Purdy's stats is kind of similar to Jimmy G's 2019 season. It's not close, but it's similar. The difference is what people seem to forget is Brock Purdy's decision making and how he can control the ball. It's what separates him from my husband, Jimmy Garoppolo. Like Jimmy never made decisions like that. He's never scrambled. He's never done all that. That's what separates him. But They
So
got PTSD from Jimmy.
so what do you think of I know you're not such a Richard Sherman fan, right?
Oh, you know, fuck him.
No,
Like
no, no.
on
But
some serious shit.
What do you think of Marshawn Lynch's little words exchange towards Sherman? He said something about him, like, "Why are you?" He says you. He said something on a Thursday night football game, like during that time. He called out Richard Sherman. Says, "Why are you repping more of the Niners than the Seahawks, man?" He says, "You got your ring over there," or something like that. And then Richard
I
Sherman,
understand where Lynch is coming from because y'all both are Seattle and y'all both dog walked us and disrespected us. So I
yeah,
understand. Like
but
I
you
still
can't.
never he
Yeah,
just can't accept that his former teammate, who's also but which he didn't know that he's always been for the Niners. He just was rooting
yeah,
for Pete because he was playing for his team. So
yeah.
Marshawn Lynch being from the town, there is a certain level of loyalty, and he was like, I need to call this fool out.
Nah,
But
but
Richard
his
Sherman is a spy. And until you Niner fans can accept that, he was sent there to be a spy.
but to be fair, then Lynch isn't loyal to Seattle because he's kind of going for the Raiders more. That's kind of that. I mean, I've actually questioned a lot of those Seattle fans. I say, why are you guys okay with him rooting for the Raiders or going for that? You should
Because
be
he's from
upset
the
at.
town.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
repping his home.
Doesn't matter. Because if I were okay, like let's say for example, do you see Patrick Willis wearing cowboy gears because he's a Cowboys fan? Do you see a lot of the guys wear different teams? They actually stick with the team they played for. Like, does Willis ever go to a Cowboys game even though he said he's a Cowboys fan? Never.
Never. It's just two
But Lynch,
strong headed people
yeah,
arguing. That's all it is.
yeah. I never had an issue with Lynch, but if you're kind of talking loyalty, bro, you need to stay out of the Raiders, bro. You need to stick with your Seattle loyalty, then, bro. That's being legitimately real with that. Like Lynch, if you got to talk something like that, bro, then you need to step away from the Raiders and go Seattle way, bro.
I
That's
think
a
what
that,
it is because he played for the Raiders also,
but you can't speak on it with Sherman when it's the same situation. You know,
but
difference.
yeah, but the difference is Richard Sherman disrespected us. And it's
Yeah,
like you
in the
got your
beginning.
tail between. But it's weird to me. It's so weird to
Well,
see Richard Sherman rooting for the Niners. It's like fuck
so what would
Seattle,
you
bro.
so what would you prefer, an ungrateful Michael Crabtree or a
I'm
better
Team
Sherman?
Crabtree all
An
day.
ungrateful Crabtree
I'm
who
Team
badmouths
Niner
us?
all day.
Who
I've been in
badmouths?
love with.
Crabtree's been talking massive shit about us.
Just like
But Sherman actually has more love for the Niners than he does. So that's
what's
why I'm kind of
hilarious is nobody wants to talk about or give Raheem Mostert credit.
oh yeah,
They trash some of the Niners fan base trash that man, but he was the only one who stuck up for his ex quarterback, Trey Lance.
yeah.
But
And he was
nobody else on the team did. But let you say something about little Pistol Pete and call him a game manager. They finna jump on your neck. Like
yeah. Oh,
nobody
what's up?
has this. But
Yeah.
Sherman, I will never forgive the Niners for putting
Um
that disrespectful man on my team. Never.
Um, yeah. Hey, Tommy, I just looked it up. Greenlaw's going to play because Steve Wilkes said in the press conference that he's expecting Drake Greenlaw to play, even though he missed 2 practices. Burford actually practiced. He practiced full. So Ward is questionable. He's kind of been side practicing, so he is limited participation. So maybe there's a good chance. I think
I
Ward.
thought Greenlaw was out.
Nah, Greenlaw's not out. He practiced. Like I just looked up the updates. Even David Lombardi put it out there. Even Matt Barrows put it out there. And Steve Wilkes said in the press conference that he expects Drake Greenlaw to play this Sunday. Yeah. Yeah,
We
we got
need a
some.
song.
Yeah.
No, like you remember the Niners' greatest coach ever, Harbaugh, my
Who's got
man.
it better than us?
You
Nobody.
remember when we had the Tony Montana,
We got to
Tony
bring that
Mon-
back.
like no, no, no. That was the greatest era ever. Like they say some rapper, NBA young boy is the Niners.
Like
The,
like like song for them.
yeah, like cuz it's the defense is undeniable. The offense but they say we have a song, but it's like no, we need a song. Like
Yeah, it's something catchy that kind of fits us up. What's up? What's up, Moses? What's up, CG? Don't listen to none of these clowns who think they know football, which they don't. Their ass from their album. This guy's the DB man. So a lot of people who say I don't know football, I actually play O line and D line. So I played with a lot of injuries. Look at how bad my finger was. I had a block from side to side. I had concussions. I had bad knees, but I still played. Actually, I even played through a broken ankle. The following day, I just didn't even know I broke it.
Damn.
That's how bad it was. Adrenaline. You know how the adrenaline you feel when you play? I didn't even know I fractured my ankle until the following day because I guess I had some adrenaline or something. And I guess when I woke up that morning, I couldn't even walk. That's how bad I was playing through the pain. A lot of people keep saying that it's a soft players if they don't play through injuries. I played through a significant injury, but I didn't even notice until the next morning I was really
Hey,
injured.
he said "Simply the Best" by Tina Turner.
Tina Turner, huh? Tina Turner. Rest in peace
I'm
to her.
down. I'm down.
What's up, David from Colorado? My favorite Bronco guy. What's up, man?
So, did you see the Draymond got suspended indefinitely?
Yeah, I heard about it. Like, what's going on with his reputation is what it is. I mean, at some point they're gonna give him some trouble.
I think he's like Dennis Rodman 2.0.
He is in a way. He kind of gives you that Dennis Rodman vibe a little bit. He kind of doesn't care. He just does it anyways. And we have our own version of Draymond Green. We have Dre Greenlaw.
There
That
you
man
go.
he don't care. Greenlaw doesn't care. He has no remorse. He just wants to leave a statement. That's what I like about Dre Greenlaw. He don't care. Um, if you look at the rest of our guys, like Jair Brown is just I like Jair Brown, but Hufunga,
He's so amazing.
it sucks that Hufunga's gone, but Jair Brown just makes it look like we forget about Hufunga. No disrespect, but it feels like we just didn't. It
He
felt
said
like
he
Hufunga.
says he's playing for his homies.
Yeah, it just feels like Hufunga never left the field. Is what I'm saying. It's like he never left the
Yeah.
football field. Yeah, what's
Hey,
up,
it's
man?
how do you
Oh,
say
he's
his name?
likely out of Golden
Earth.
State.
Earth.
Is he likely out of Golden State next year? I don't know, man. I don't
Um,
know. Yeah, I don't know
he's
about that.
not. I don't listen to you people with opinions. I actually like
Oh
a
man,
for the
I,
Warriors.
I don't really follow that because I don't really. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care for the Warriors. I just know you guys have a thing for the Warriors, but I just know
Everybody
that.
hates us.
Nah, I don't know. I've heard rumors that he's supposed to go to LA, which I hope he doesn't. Stay the hell away from LA, please. We don't want you.
Aren't y'all getting a parade anyway?
I don't know about that. We're not trying to get some. We're not trying to get some of those. We're not trying to get some of those locker room cancers, man. I don't know. Draymond Green wouldn't fit well with LeBron and those other guys. I wouldn't
What?
want.
That's his best friend.
How? Like they might even start problems with Davis. I mean, Davis
I
can
mean, with AD,
when AD's healthy, he's good, but when he just misses more time. Send Dre to a new. Oh man, they haven't had the Supersonics in years, dude. I don't know when they're gonna start bringing back that team, but isn't the Oklahoma Thunders the original Sonics team that they had
yes,
before? Yeah,
yes, they were the Seattle Supersonics.
it would have been
Wow,
kind of.
CG, I forgot you're old. I keep forgetting.
No, I don't really follow NBA like that. It's just I know Seattle Sonics were a team and they actually won their NBA title in 1979 or something. That was like their only championship they've ever won.
So
And the
you have
only
any nerves for this division game?
I see it as a competitive game. It's not going to be as easy as everybody says because one thing about the Arizona Cardinals is, yeah, we're not going to the playoffs, but hey, who gives a damn? We're playing for like these guys on the Cardinals are playing for a roster spot for next year because some of these guys who were part guys that didn't even make the team the previous years from other teams, they're trying to showcase that on for next year. And those young guys that they drafted, they're looking to build on for next year. So I think this is a game you got to take seriously because Arizona Cardinals, not only that they're coming into their home field to play, it's going to be for something that they want to play for respect and put on tape for next year. I mean,
I agree. I'm just a humble fan. Like I don't take any other team for granted at
I mean,
all. It's just like maybe I don't know. I just want us to stay healthy because we do have Baltimore coming up. So it's
Baltimore is probably
like,
going to be our see. Okay, so if we get past, I mean, I believe we'll get past Arizona, but it's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be one of those little competitive games, and they're going to give us our best. And Don't be surprised if they try to cheap shot our players. That's always been the Cardinals' mentality. They like to go after our players.
Right.
And I think Ravens will be the toughest one, but I don't really look at the Ravens as that tough as everybody. Like, the other games they
It's not
play,
the
they win.
players. It's
No, but
we can't sit here and act like Lamar Jackson is not
no,
that
Lamar's
man.
good. Lamar's really good, but from watching that game against the Rams, I'm not even that worried about the Ravens. Like, come on, you cannot play a close game to these Rams. The Rams are like, so if you play that type of game against the Rams, more than likely we should win by a touchdown or two, because the only thing they have is Lamar Jackson. He just needs to run in the pocket, but if you stop him from running from the pocket and try to force him to throw the ball more, then it's going to be challenging for him. He doesn't have Mark Andrews. He has this other tight end who's kind of okay, but not the same as Mark Andrews. You got Odell Beckham, who can have his moments. Then you have, that rookie from Boston College who's a decent slot receiver. And
Yeah.
then that dude Bateman, he's solid, but never stays healthy. But Ravens are okay. They're just been a team that can't even stay healthy. That's the problem. Like, they've always gone through some devastating injuries. They're even on to their third or fourth string running back. I think they have the running back Mitchell, whatever his name is. He can make big runs. They got this Gus Edwards guy who's a power back, but they don't have Dobbs. They don't have that dude Dobbs that was their bell cow, but never stays healthy. I think slowing down their running game will be key. Because
Yeah.
if you stop Baltimore's running game, force Lamar to throw the ball. Keep them outside of running the ball. Contain him. That's it. Contain Lamar. Keep him from – do exactly what we did to Jalen Hurts, but make sure Lamar doesn't run around. Because when he runs around, good things could happen, right?
You think for the Arizona game, Kyle is just gonna be just Kyle Shanahan and like, yes, we'll see what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Oh, I
Or do
like
you
this.
think he got a couple tricks?
I like this scoreboard, Jackson, but I'm hoping you're right about it. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm not taking this game lightly.
Damn. He
I
said
don't know.
37-9?
I just don't know, man. Something just tells me it's 31-17 for me with the Niners.
Yeah.
I just don't see
I can see
it's
that.
not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a blowout. Like,
The
something just
Cardinals will put up a fight like they did last time we played them.
they
We were
fight.
dominating, and then for some reason they came back, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah. And if we win by 2 touchdowns with our guys not that healthy, it's still impressive because we haven't even got Armstead and those other guys back. So I think this would be an impressive way to build from depth-wise. Like, that could tell you how we overcome the injuries. Mighty Vanilla Midget. What are you talking about? Mighty Vanilla Midget. What are you talking about? What's been the Cardinals' record since we beat their asses? I don't think record matters, dude. I don't really like Sentinel. I don't think the record matters. I think it's all about, like, for a team that's got nothing to lose, they're that type of team that's trying to fight for, like, they're trying to finish strong. I believe we'll beat the crap out of them, but realistically, it wouldn't surprise me if the Cardinals just come and play hard, dude. That's one thing. I've actually been around teams that were bad. And one thing I can say about from experience, because I played most of my playing days on bad teams. One thing about playing for bad teams is we're going to play our hearts out there. We're going to play our hearts. And we don't care about your record. We're coming to freaking spoil your guys' season. Like, yeah, our season may have been a bad season, but we're coming into the last few games, and we're going to leave a statement and hope for next year. And which next year we started building on. But still, just because you play on a bad team doesn't always mean it's bad in some ways. But I've been through the good and bad teams. On bad teams, we want to make a clear statement. We want to make sure that we're good for next year. But they play their hardest. The team with the worst record that has nothing to lose, they're the scariest team to play for. Like the Niners. The Niners in 2017. Remember how we beat the Jaguars? The Jaguars were the best team in the AFC. They came into our house, and we beat the brakes out of them. So you can't take that game lightly.
I don't take no team lightly.
Every game matters. I don't care if we beat the Cardinals by a field goal. I don't even care if we win by a field goal against them. As long as we win, I don't really care about it.
What I do know, CG, and you need to make your phone calls, and do what you do. My Super Bowl and playoffs hopes and dream better not be on Moses Moody. It
Oh my
better not be on Moses Moody. I swear to God, if that game falls on the line of a field goal kick,
no!
gee.
Hey, I'm gonna. No matter of fact, since you bring it up,
But he's been doing good and stuff. He's
matter of fact, maybe I'll give Robbie Gold a little phone call. Maybe he could unretire. Maybe I'll need to go give him a call.
no, that's what Moody. That's what he's
Robbie,
saying.
come out of retirement, dude. Get
He
back
said
out
he
of
can't kick
retirement.
no more. He said he can't kick no more.
It's out of service, I guess, because he's not interested. no, I
All
think
your
she.
phone calls.
I think she meant like Jake Moody, not Moses. I think she.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
meant
think she
Jake
meant Jake.
Moody. I'm sorry, Moses Moody is what on my
What's
mind
the
all
Cardinals'
week.
opinion? I guess here's Cardinals' opinion. He thinks we're gonna. He thinks Cardinals are gonna lose. Like he had a score prediction. I think he said 7. I think he said 45-17, or is it 10-45 or something like that.
No face.
No, I think there's a lot of Cardinal fans who don't feel that way. Some of them, yeah, want the. Oh, see. I don't know why he would want them to lose. I just don't get it. Hey,
That
winning. They want the
pick.
draft spot, I think. Oh, that's his scoreboard.
Oh, 45-21.
Okay, let's see.
I don't even think we'll get up to 40 points, honestly.
Hey, if Jake Moody kicks a field goal for that 42 points, okay, I'll take it. Can it be
Hey,
a 60?
Randy, I don't give a crap what you say, Randy. I
Can,
don't give a crap.
can Jake Moody make a 63-yard field goal for that to be a 45 point? Yeah, I'll take it. I can do that. That'd be kind of cool.
You guys keep forgetting that these kickers have
Oh
this
yeah.
horrible disease called arthritis.
Or
So,
kickers,
you
or
know,
kickers, or kickers have that syndrome called like I can't think about missing this kick syndrome.
we ain't gonna do them like we did the cat. But the difference is we give our kickers a chance.
Oh, so if we hit a 40 burger on the Cardinals, I'm gonna have a 40 burger. I'm gonna have a 40 burger show on my TikTok. It's gonna be called the 40 Burger Review. I do that every now and then. I got a
Wait,
good.
Kyler Murray's playing?
Yeah, Kyler Murray's playing, but he's not like. I mean, he is playing, but there's a good chance they might not even have the other receiver. What's his name? Wilson. That's another good receiver they got. They got Wilson. They got Hollywood Brown. They got this kid, Rondale Moore or something. But most of the receivers are not that good. Like they got Greg Dortch, who's like their slot receiver or something. No, Wilson's out. Damn, that increases our chances more. The only
Oh, he's
player,
out.
the only player that might give us some problems is their tight end Trey McBride. Trey McBride is like I'm not going to throw the comparisons, but he kind of gives you that young Kittle. That dude's a baller. Like I don't know, just from being like a division foe, just like if I'm a Cardinals fan, I would be excited for Trey McBride. Okay, you let go Zach Ertz because he wanted to play elsewhere, but hey, you get yourself a tight end that can be good
He
for
can
the
come
fantasy.
back. He can come back.
Well, Zach Ertz
Come home.
hasn't even made up his decision. But if we get the first round bye, we better sign Zach
Just
Ertz.
let him talk to El Chapo.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Let him
Zach
talk
Ertz
to
gets
El
some.
Chapo. I don't know what John Lynch be saying, but
Yeah.
hey,
Tommy wants to know the question, Cardinals opinion. What is the Cardinals opinion between? I like to hear his opinion. See, that guy has a cool name. That's the coolest name I've ever seen. Like, who comes up with that name, right? Cardinals opinion. He's got the opinion of the Cardinals. He just thinks that we're
he
gonna.
said, "What is the Cardinals' opinion?" By the way,
He just thinks that they're
cocky
just
Niner fans, y'all kill me.
Kitto's the best tight end in the league. Yep. But I think that Trey McBride in a couple years, that guy's gonna be good. Because I seen some of his games. Even this dude was showing me some games. This guy is a baller. I'm not gonna lie. That kid's got some wheels. That kid McBride, bro, he runs a 4.5 something, bro. That dude got some wheels. That we gotta tackle that kid. That kid's not easy to tackle. That's like another kiddo. Or maybe a Mark. Yeah, the reason why they call me that because tell you straight fact on my team. Yeah, you speak it like it is. You know what's even funny is Mike doesn't even think that the Cardinals are going to win. He doesn't even think they're going to win. He already predicted a 2 or 3 touchdown score for
He
us.
said a 40 piece.
I don't know. There's a lot of Cardinal fans who don't feel that way. I had what's his name? I had AZ Mike on my show, and he doesn't feel that optimistic about this game. He thinks it's going to be a blowout. He just
Hey,
doesn't.
Randy, I'm still not ready to call Pistol Pete a franchise elite quarterback. I'm not ready to put that pressure on him just yet.
Pistol
Just
Pete.
yet, baby.
I ain't
That's what
worried
I
about the
call
Cardinals.
Brock Purdy, Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete, or I ain't worried about the Cardinals. Contain Kyler Murray and everything will be fine. Book it and it shall be done. Man, dude, I can't wait for when you got your free time, Moses, so you can talk some smack on my boy Rudy. Man, I like when you get on Rudy's little. I like to see you and Rudy go at it, bro. That'd be kind of funny.
Oh, I seen your TikTok thing,
Yeah,
and
hey
you had the
Kyler,
broom, and I was like, "That's a broom."
that's been Kyler's go-to guy too. Is that tight end McBride? Yeah. My TikTok's been clicking. I'm already like, I'm gonna look at how many followers I got. I got like almost like 10,000.
Could you tell those concubines?
I got like
Send it to-
I get like so many messages. It's like I'm not
Tell
even
those
kidding.
heathenist wenches that you're taking. Okay,
What?
fight them, damn.
Vikings down?
No, I think that Jason Barrett. I love how they embraced him and everything, and I think he is one of those just in case we got an injury. But I hope he gets to get his feet wet a little bit, just not too much because of his past injuries. I want to treat him as delicate as possible.
And yeah, for sure. Oh wow. So yeah, Moses has been hard on some of these guys. He says, "Oh yeah, I forgot. As hard as I am on Lenore, I'm a huge fan now." And Lenore's kind of been playing good on different spots. So hey Moses, guess who was around the hangout on my TikTok? Lenore's sister was out there. She was on one of my
He
comment sections.
said,
But he never
"Okay,
liked
OG."
he wasn't
He
a
said
Thomas
he
fan
called him
because
awful.
well, Thomas was in the last year. Remember, he was benched for terrible coverage, but now he's kind of playing better because you know why he's playing better? Steve Wilkes knows how to coach DBs. Steve Wilkes knows how to bring the best. I think that's the difference. Remember that secondary coach we had? Remember the one last year we got? That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Wilkes knows how to coach DBs. I think
Don't
coaching
ever
that.
don't ever disrespect D'Amico.
No,
D'Amico is a motherfucker. I
no,
love
no,
all our
no,
defense.
no, no.
I'm not
D'Amico.
really a defensive girl.
No, but D'Amico, I'm talking about like he was our DC and linebacker guy, but I'm talking about the secondary coach. That guy Corey Unley sucks.
Oh yeah, he
No, but
was. I don't
yeah.
know how he kept a job.
And then Steve Wilkes and Daniel Bullocks, they're doing a really good job. Like Bullocks, Daniel
I'm
Bullocks. I'm
with
talking
you.
about the guy who used to play DB in the NFL. That guy's another up and
Yeah,
coming. Him and Steve Wilkes are developing good talent. Want the Niners to get number 1 seed. Why do you want us to get number 1 seed? You want us to suffer, bro. You want us to suffer. But I get it. Maybe he wants us so we can shut the Eagles or something like that, or the Cowboys. He doesn't like the Cowboys as much either. Yeah, when in the Jags game when Ambry made his first start, he covered a guy who had a career high 2 targets. Yeah, he covered. I think he covered Calvin Ridley, or was it the other guy? I forget his name.
I thought it was Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley was another guy, and then they had this other receiver. I forget his name. Like he's like
Avery
a really
Thomas has grown.
yeah. Every Thomas has kind of gotten better in coverage. The one thing
Yeah,
I like, the one thing I like about Avery this year is he's not really like he's looking towards the ball and still kind of getting aggressive on his style. Like his coverage is fine as long as he looks towards the ball, which he's done pretty well at. I think that's why they're not calling flags on it, or else it would have been called PIs a lot. Yeah, trying to think which one you're talking about because I know the Jags had this other receiver. I forget his name. It was Calvin Ridley. That was another receiver, but they had this other receiver. Oh, Christian Kirk. There you go. Christian Kirk was their best receiver, and we covered him a little bit. And he
he
was
was.
Cardinal. He was one of Arizona's best receivers too. But I think we kept Kirk in check a little. Wait, no, actually, Kirk had a ball out game, and I think the tight end was the one guy we had to cover. Was their It was what's his name, that tight end that was supposed to be the factor, but we shut him down, and Calvin really didn't do squat.
Oh. So I went go karting this weekend, CG,
You went
for my
karting?
son's seventh go kart. We got in
Yeah,
some go karts, and
go
my
karts.
son turned 7. So
Happy birthday!
never again, never again, never again. I was scared for my life, but I wanted to be the cool mom.
Hey, give him something to remember. Yeah,
Yo, when I got out, I was like in the fetal position on the ground for like 6 minutes.
yeah. That's one thing I've criticized
But the
about Thomas.
Cowboys said that the Cowboy fans said that they've been on a roll, so they said that now they feel they can match with us.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Okay,
about that. I don't know. Just because
I don't know about matching.
I think the game's going to be a little better, but it's not going to be as close as y'all think. Like, okay, we won by 32.
Yeah,
You might be lucky to play a game that's 10 point, like we might win by 10 points or 14. I can see that
yeah.
difference, but I don't think you guys are even in the same category. Oh, hey, yeah. So your friend's gonna make me a custom hat, bro. Thank you. I didn't even ask for it, but hey, I like the
Oh,
support. I like the support of all these
that's
people.
so sweet.
Wilkes instilling confidence. Yeah, I think Wilkes just knows how to bring best out of DBs. But let's not forget Daniel Bullocks is a DB also, because he works behind the scenes. So I think he's a DB coach or an assistant DB. He's another guy I'm hearing about. It's a me, Mario. Let's hope. Yeah, I think the
He
thing
said,
about
"Let's hope."
yeah, he got that long-term injury after being run over 2,000 yards in a season by the Panthers. We don't need to rotate him. He's just only I think that's all we need McCaffrey to be is to be healthy. That's all we need him to be. We don't need him to be a 2K runner.
hmm
I'd rather start Luter. Why? He still needs to get more reps. Yeah, we're smoking Dallas like a pre-roll. I think they'll probably be lucky to play a decent game.
Yeah.
They'll be lucky to play a decent game. They're not going to be playing like let's be real. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be like another blowout. It's probably going to be like a little bit closer, but we're still going to win. Yeah, Cowboys fans are freaking delusional. The most discussed and overrated, pathetic fan base. They are beating freshman teams and they have not proved shit. Well, then they're going to say,
Not freshman teams.
"Oh yeah, the Commanders are freshmen." Let's see, the Seahawks. The Seahawks when Geno Smith wasn't playing his best. Yeah, I guess. Well, the Eagles are kind of going through a slump, so they are playing like a JV team right now. So let's give the Cowboys a little prop. At least they beat a JV football team, right? They beat a JV football team. The Eagles are kind of falling off a little bit.
Yo, the Niners broke them.
And
We
we
broke
broke
them.
Philadelphia. We broke
Like
Philadelphia.
they broke the Eagles. Like they have not been the same and came back since.
Like DK had, AJ and those other receivers had a decent, solid performance, but it wasn't like Jalen Hurts didn't do too much. He didn't even throw a turnover. He just doesn't. He didn't move. He didn't outscore us or anything like that. I think he only had 1 or 2 touchdowns, and that's it. But yeah, I don't know. You know what's more annoying now? Yeah, I'm not giving Dallas their props. I'm just saying at least they beat a JV football team. I was just being sarcastic about it, but still. Cowboys are
I didn't root for them, but I was like, I
yeah.
went to a cowgirl space and I was like, weeping at each other's
Nah,
face.
I
But I was
mean,
like, I'm not rooting for you people, but we did you a
yeah,
favor, so
yeah,
return
sure.
it.
Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, I like that red and black color. Yeah, that'd be cool. Cool. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's so thoughtful. I'm not asking for nothing from nobody. But hey, it's cool to have something out of the other people. But yeah, the Cowboys have only played 3 teams above 500, and 2 of them are the Eagles. Like, I think Philadelphia was like their best 500 team they beat all season. Like Seattle, they're kind of like falling off really bad, but they could bounce back against the Eagles. I think they have to beat a team like Buffalo, who I think could be a playoff team too. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not giving their props, bro. It's just I'm kind of like saying, okay, you said they beat freshman teams. At least they beat they beat two JV teams above 500. That's why I said JV teams because
not junior varsity.
yeah. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about. I know OG don't want to hear about this, but I know OG was probably tired of this. Like I'm pretty sure OG saw this game yesterday, and he probably saw a lot of crazy Raider fans celebrating over a damn Super Bowl. Like,
Bro,
what's so excited? I mean, okay, but you guys are too late. You guys are not going to even make the playoffs. Just hope that you guys keep a coach. Don't get the wrong coach like your dumb owner does. I do like Mark Davis. I like how he ruins that culture a lot.
I don't know.
Maybe the best thing that Mark Davis could do is ban Marshawn Lynch from attending Raider games. That'd be good. That'd be good for business, just to piss off all the other Raider fans.
Yeah. And they'll kill that fool because Marshawn Lynch is Bay Area native with the Raiders.
I know, but it'd
They
be kind of funny.
love them some Lynch.
I know, but he'd be kind of funny just to remove him just for the purpose. Because Mark does dumb stuff, right?
Oh yes, he
Have they
doesn't
beat the
deserve
Niners?
it.
Nope. Then they beat? Nope. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Hey. I know the Remilia Sports Report says we still got a chance to make the playoffs. The Rams still got a chance to make the playoffs, guys. We can make the playoffs. We're gonna take the Niners out of the playoffs. That's what Rudy was saying. Oh, we can get to the playoffs and take the Niners out of the playoffs. Like, come on, bro. Are you living under a rock, buddy? Are you living under a rock for 2 years ago? This is not 2021, buddy. This is 2023. This Rams team does not compete with the Niners.
Did you know that Tommy from Power, also known as Christian McCaffrey, is
Yeah,
only 1,614 yards short from beating Frank Gore's total scrimmage yards?
I think so. Yeah. Oh my
Like,
God, Drew. I don't know.
are they being rude to you?
Nah, I'm just laughing at those comments. They're funny. I'm just looking at these right here. What he said about Ramilia. Yeah, he's kind of funny. Dad, and then 30's his schedule. Yeah, we do have the hardest schedule. Yeah, he's from Fairfield. Yep.
Oh Lord,
So
gangbangers.
McCaffrey just needs this amount of scrimmage yards to pass Frank Gore. Frank Gore was like our
Yep,
best all around running back, but the all purpose.
2,180 yards Frank Gore had. He
Christian McCaffrey.
needs 567 yards in 4 games to beat the record.
He'll get it, and I think he'll get more total touchdowns too.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably. Here's what can happen with McCaffrey. Here's what's guaranteed for McCaffrey. He'll have. I think by the end of the season, he'll get 24 touchdown totals, or maybe 25, or 32 touchdown, 33, whatever, because he gets a touchdown every damn play. So we'll see. I think he'll get the 20-plus touchdowns this year.
So, what is your opinion on Cam Newton?
Well,
Ew.
he speaks by playing the position. You can't take a knock on the guy. I just don't agree with it. But what is he talking about as far as like, okay, so he is kind of throwing shots at those other quarterbacks besides Brock Purdy. It's not Brock Purdy that he's throwing shots at. He's throwing it at Dak Prescott. He's throwing it at Jared Goff, and quite a few other guys. So I kind of looked at it more like, okay, he's just talking game manager, but has Cam Newton ever been a game manager? No.
Yeah.
He's been a dual threat quarterback. He's done.
I mean, but I don't understand how it's okay for people who's never played sports to make an opinion. I think people just don't like the fact, like I said, Purdy is the Jim Jones of the NFL. Like a lot of people seem to forget that Cam Newton is a fucking MVP quarterback for a fucking reason.
Yeah,
he has an opinion because he played the sport. I agree. They're all game managers. Like, I don't get why people get so offended. Like, he's telling you something because he's played the sport. Now, Nick Wright, I get why people get mad at Nick Wright because he's never played football.
But
you can't with Cam Newton.
Yeah, and then there's a problem also. Like, Mita Kimes is another one also. But everybody took offense what Jeff Garcia said, and they went at Jeff Garcia for no reason, which was dumb.
Yeah. That was crazy.
See, those are two different sides. So Kimberly Martin, she has every right to criticize too. But did everybody forget about what happened with Jeff Garcia when Mina Kimes said some stuff like that.
And he was saying that she ain't never played sports, so her opinion. I was like,
but the way he kind of said it was like, I think he had every right to say it. He didn't say it like out of pocket. He kind of just said it like she never played the position. So what is she talking about? It wasn't like directly like personally attacking her that way. But yeah,
oh my lord,
I think
I think Cam just. I think a lot of people get mad. Like I try to tell my Niner fans, like you either don't need to pay attention because in order you have to accept the criticism in
yeah,
football.
yeah.
Like they get so offended off the slightest criticism.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, well, you don't need to root for us because like
well, Richard Sherman called out Cam Newton and said that you were just nothing. He says you weren't even a game manager or something. Like Sherman even said, dude, you're not even that. He says you had a couple good years and that was all you were, dude. And you couldn't even get a job. And I get that part. And then Warren Sapp even called out Cam Newton and said, dude, you were not even. He says you were a glorified running back.
oh, so the inmate got something to say? That's crazy.
Yeah, Warren Sapp said something, and you know who else? That fat KFC eating guy named Jason Whitlock. I call him that because he looks like one. Doesn't it?
Not the fat KFC.
Doesn't he kind of look like that kind of guy that would eat?
He does. He does.
He was bad enough in his side. I'd rather be a game manager than be a game destroyer or something like that.
Yeah. All I got to say about Richard Sherman is,
you want to hear the
you
part
you couldn't even like we're not going to even talk.
You want to hear the Warren Sapp where he says something quickly about him?
Oh Lord, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to Warren Sapp.
Playing the quarterback position. That's exactly what Cam Newton has always been. You talking about some out routes where you bounce it on the ground. The worm balls, I think the great Randall Cunningham calls them. That's what Cam Newton was notorious for. And then you leave the church's money on the ground on the greatest stage we know, the Super Bowl, and won't go stick your 275-pound nose in there to go get that ball back, to go for that last drive. Cam, we saw it, son. You pouted in the Super Bowl. You left the church's money on the ground, and now you want to call the best quarterbacks we have playing good football right now game managers? Stop it. The game is open. They throw it 40 times a game. What the hell have you been watching? No one checks it down anymore. We throw it deep on 3rd and 2.
This nigga said church money, though.
You see the Pittsburgh?
He said church money.
He said church money, though.
But that was kind of funny. What about the Jason Whitlock, the KFC eating dude?
I'd rather be a game manager than a game destroyer. And Cam, the last 3-4 years of your career, you were a game destroyer with your mistakes. And so Cam is really what he's saying. A couple things are going on. One, he's saying like, these guys ain't as good as I was in my prime. And, you know, he's making an excuse. I never wanted to be a game manager. I'm a playmaker. I'm a game changer. And that's who I am. And if he had learned to manage the game and take the layups and then occasionally be spectacular, he'd still be in the league. And he wouldn't be dressed up as Homie the Clown somewhere on a podcast trying to get some network to take him seriously as a broadcaster, because that's what he's doing. He's saying a lot of provocative things. And look, he's...
That's the truth. That's the true thing. Like the way you just said
your fat ass don't fucking say shit either. The only person he could clap back at everybody, but ain't nobody talking shit to Warren Sapp. Ain't nobody saying nothing to Warren Sapp. That nigga is a football player and a NFL.
Yeah. He's
ain't nobody saying nothing to Warren Sapp.
No, but Warren Sapp and Jason Whitlock hammered him. like, did you see what he just said? That he says you're more worried about dressing up like Homie the Clown or something. Like why is he dressed like he's?
He was more roasting than giving an opinion.
I know, but I don't get the point. But you know, Cam does whatever he wants. But man, I don't understand that style of appearance. It just seems weird. But hey, I can't judge.
Every quarterback, if he really wants, all of them are game managers. My thing is, because you are great at knowledge in football, I need you to explain to me, what is this hype with Josh Allen because like
Josh
I've
Allen
been
just
hearing Bills fans like he way better than Purdy, and I'm like, what?
he's been in the league for a
Like
little
I
longer.
don't get it.
He's been more consistent, but the problem is he just hasn't won the big one. Like he's kind of like in the same conversation when you look at guys like Mahomes, but he doesn't win the big one. But he has that talent that you can't ignore. The guy has a strong arm. The guy is very mobile. He's exactly the kind of quarterback you want to have. Not afraid of taking shots down the field. Like Brock Purdy is like, I'm gonna be honest about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy reminds me. The more I'm watching Brock Purdy, I know this might sound like a disrespectful comparison, but I want to say this, and I know this might get some other Niner fans or other fans that don't like Purdy. They're gonna call me the most delusional fan in the world. I want to say he's a mobile Drew Brees. Mobile Drew Brees. The process, the quick release. I see Brees. And I guess a couple of these so-called Rams fans or those other fan base, they think I'm delusional and I don't know what I'm talking about. The guy can process the ball quick. Drew Brees can process quick. He's a little mobile than Brees. Mobile, like when you saw Drew Brees play, right? He processed quickly and he was very accurate. I see a Drew Brees in this guy. No flack on this guy. I say he's Drew Brees 2.0 with the mobility. He's mobile, he's mobile. He's a mobile version. Like, if Drew Brees had some legs, that's Brock Purdy.
So Josh Allen would be considered, how do I say this without sounding offensive? We live in an era where you can't say nothing. He would be considered athletic for like a white quarterback. That's what it is?
That's fair. He's kind of like the.
We live in a generation.
He's kind of like, he is a guy that takes shots down the field, but I see this kind of talent, but he's very raw. He's been very accurate. He's improved that area, but still, he is an athletic white quarterback. That's okay to say it. Doesn't bother me.
No, not in this damn generation.
This damn generation is offensive, and
you can't say nothing.
And for those people that think that way, I'm not white. I'm Hispanic, man. So I don't care. I don't care.
Bro, if they can't tell you're Hispanic, then they need to go back to school.
They think I'm white.
Go back to school. Oh, down here in Arkansas, I'm either Hispanic or from Guatemala, Puerto Rican, or I'm Arabic.
Ooh,
but they don't like when I tell them I'm black. They just be like, "Are you sure?" And I'll be like,
"Man, it must be crazy to live down over there, huh?" Because I've seen a lot of the people I know about that come from Arkansas. They hate it over there as much over there. They try to move away.
It is. It's
but
it's a retirement.
Yeah, for retirement people where the cost of living's not that bad.
You can get like a nice ass house for like $550. I told this one guy from Arkansas he can go to California and get a 4-bedroom for like $500 a month.
You lied to him. You lied to him.
I did, CJ.
Where I'm living at, where I'm living at, this is like $1,400 something that I pay for right here.
Mm-hmm.
But for those people who think I live with my parents, I don't. My mom lives on the other side of town or further away. I don't even live near my family. But yet they think I live with my parents. Nope, this is my own place I live at.
They'll be all right. Like, tell them to mind their business.
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, we're already gone on for an hour. Yeah,
I'm actually excited, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for this week too. I'm hoping we make a statement against the Cardinals. Hopefully, we come up with a.
I don't want us to make a statement. I want us to save all of our statement-making games for Baltimore.
But let's put a beating on the Cardinals, and then we'll put the beating on the Ravens, and then let's beat the Commanders, stomp them in DC, and then go all the way down home and beat the Rams.
Because first of all, for you Niner fans who don't understand my obsession, is because the Ravens robbed me of the greatest Super Bowl comeback in history. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have YouTube. They
I don't
robbed
even
us.
watch it.
Yo,
I can't watch
CG,
it.
CG. When I say, I really wish I could meet Harbaugh and just be like, I should kick you in the face. I should kick you. And then I feel like the Chiefs right now, because they see how dominant the Niners are, because they still owe me a fade too. Now they want to act like they don't know how to play football. And it's just like Baltimore and the Chiefs, I need them to get their
I'm
shit
hoping
together.
it's those two teams in the conference, and then we just play
Yeah.
whoever. I'm pretty sure we'll be in the conference because I don't see another other team topping us. I think we have to take it one game at a time, but whoever we play, it don't matter to me. But hey, that's either here or then. We'll definitely do one next week. We'll do a recap next week. But hey, it was fun.
It was fun. Like, we've been fucking people up.
Oh yeah, we've been left to right.
Like, literally, the Niners have been like the talk of the NFL. Like, every time they're talking about them down here in Arkansas. Like, I turned on because I know they talk about the Cowgirls because Jerry Jones is from here. And they're like, enough with all that. The San Francisco 49ers are just killing it in the NFL.
I know some people who come from Arkansas that actually do. I think they have a chapter down there too.
They do, but it depends on where you go because certain ones I'm not invited to because I'm Black.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So that's why they call it a racist Dixie state over there.
They have a city in Arkansas, Harrison.
Yeah.
The headquarters of the Ku Klux Klan. City, Hangburn, where they tell you no niggas allowed.
That's crazy that you even live in that state. That must be like insane to move over there.
I stay in the city.
Oh, so that's good. You don't go into those small towns. Those are the ones that get a little tricky. Yeah.
The sundowns.
I mean, it is what it is.
But I just got to go to Southwest. Because they said Southwest. Because my minister out here, he was like, hey, Daniel, would you like to go get some Mexican food? And his wife elbowed him. And she said, honey, why would you offend her? And he was like, what did I say? She was like, she was from California. Why would you offer her our Mexican food? No, they are very picky. Okay. And I was like, she's not lying. She's not. She's not. Like, I don't eat the Mexican food. I don't eat the Chinese food. I don't eat certain foods because I'm so accustomed to our standards that it's like.
I think the only closest one you can get to is the one in Texas called a Tex-Mex food or something. That's the closest.
Yeah. That's it. I gotta go drive 6 hours just to go get some.
Yeah, for sure. But
let me DM you my address, CG, and you can just mail me. I need two tortas. I need like 12 chicken tamales, and
oh Lord, you want all that California food? Why not you come back to Oakland? Oh yeah, it's too much.
I want to move back into my old place, but them hoes is like $8,000 a month, and I'm like on A Street. But I forgot Oakland don't have rent control, so I'm trying to find somewhere cheaper.
Well, like where I stay at, it's not that expensive in California. Like Fresno's like the cheapest.
Like that's what I've been hearing. Fresno, California is
not that expensive. Shit. Like my rent, like compared to what I'm paying, it's $1,400.
I was paying $1,500, which is very reasonable for a 2-bedroom, even though to everybody else, that's $1 million.
Mine is a 2-bedroom because I have like a lot of space and I have a man cave on the other side, so I have that kind of space over there.
Well, you got a man cave?
Mm-hmm. I put it there.
You lucky.
Hey, she lets me have the man cave. She doesn't really care. She lets me put all the stuff I put extra. But I have my collection. I have my autographs and a bunch of stuff on there, and I even have a football signed by what's his name? Dwight Hicks signing the football. And then I had Dennis.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one autograph I want ever. I'm trying to get my brother to get it for me. I was like, if you ever run into Merton Hanks, please get his autograph for me. He has been my favorite Niner since I was a little girl. I don't know what it was, but he is. just love him.
You got to get me in contact with your brother so I can get him on because I know he's a big deal.
Who?
Your brother Marcus.
Oh, that annoying. I just look at him as my big brother. I don't look at him. He's annoying to me. Like all big brothers are annoying people.
I'm pretty sure with the sibling category, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's either here or then. But hey, you guys had a great day. You know, we're gonna just call it a day. We'll see you next week, everybody.